January. Peter Parker, you are not getting any younger. Morning, guys. Dad! Hey, Dad, you sound tired. Late night? Yes, Richard, it was. What are we eating, May? Bacon! Mom made extra. It's over by the thing. Nice. Did she also happen to... Yep, in the pot. Thank God for Mom. Thank God for coffee. And I gotta say, Tiger, you look like you need it. Morning, MJ. That bad? A little rough around the edges. I didn't hear you come to bed. It was late. I didn't really sleep. Didn't sleep, or couldn't sleep. A little of both. That's to be expected, right? Today is, well, you know. Uh-huh. Not a toy, kiddo. You want to talk about it? Yes, I do. But right now I gotta run. I promised I'd head into the office, and then we have the thing, but yes, we'll talk later, okay? Count on it. All right, bye, guys. Bye, Dad. Hello, Peter. Hey, Betty. Any word on what's... Parker! Parker! Oh, hey there, Peter. Morning, boss. How are... No time for chit-chat. Parker! Parker! My ears work fine, Jonah. There's no need to yell. Then why didn't you answer? Because you were yelling. Yeah, but I only yell because you're old and I worry you can't hear. What? Exactly. Is there something you need, Jonah? Our meeting at 4. I just found out that the money is insisting all of management be there. But I know you've got your thing and, I can try to push it back if you need me to. It's not a problem. I'll be back. Okay, here's your guy. Hey, Ben, you ready to go? I was ready 15 minutes ago, Peter. Why are you late? Well, it's probably because I was neither on time nor early. That's cute. Kids these days, always being cute. Always being clever. Not clever enough to show up on time, but clever nonetheless. You guys should have your own show. Why would we need that? We have our own paper. All right, Jonah, I'll be back at 4. See you then. Peter, hold up a second. Where's your tie? I don't wear, actually, I don't even think I own one. You have to wear a tie. Take your jacket off. How do you think he's doing? Have I ever told you how much we love to sit around and talk about our feelings, your uncle and I? Yeah, but how do you think he's doing? Your uncle is the toughest son of a gun I've ever met. Asking if he's okay is kind of like asking about the durability of stone or some other geological remnant of another time. Saying that, how about you and I, regardless of how it appears he's doing, keep a close lookout for any cracks we might see. Can we agree to that, Peter? Yeah. All right, all done. And while you're still not respectful, at least you look respectable. Thanks. If you really want to know how your uncle is doing, you could always just ask. Okay. And Peter, I'm gonna want that tie back. So, everyone's wondering if you're doing okay. Everyone is not wondering if I'm okay, Peter. Everyone doesn't care. We work at the Bugle, so you and me, we're in the words business. If there's something you want to say, don't hide your intent. Just go ahead and say it. Then everyone will respect you more because you did. Okay, fair enough. I'm worried about you. Why? Why? What do you mean, why? You won't talk about what happened. You haven't said anything. Not one word about how you're doing or how you feel. Peter, you were 15 when your parents died and you came to live with May and I. That first year was hard for you. Heck, it was hard for all of us. But we loved you unconditionally. We protected you. I tried to teach you about the world and prepare you for it, while May was better at, all this kind of stuff. But the one thing we never tried to do was replace your parents, because we couldn't. Now, that was 20 years ago. It's been a long time. But has one day gone by that you didn't think about them? Is there one day that it doesn't hurt that they're gone? No. Then you know exactly how I feel. I don't suppose we'll ever understand acts of terror. It lies well beyond my comprehension and far removed from any ideology or faith I call my own. To me, it just looks like madness. But I suppose after his actions that day, it no longer matters. Whatever Stark believed died with him. What I do know is that years from now, decades from now, the memories of that man will fade, while the memories of the others who died on that day will not, because of you. Yes, they were taken before their time, and yes, heaven is more crowded today than we would prefer. But as you wake and work, then sleep and dream, it will be of them. And when you recall each sweet memory of the departed, as the love swells within your heart, I encourage you to listen closely. Listen, and you will hear your angels singing. On the memorial behind me, you will find 2 names that belong to our last speaker. He is one of you. Their names were Norman and Emily Osborne, and this is their son, Harry. Thank you, Father. Emotional day, and Father Murdoch is right. The air is thick with memories. The one I keep thinking of, one I can't seem to stop thinking of, is from when I was 7. It was the first time my dad played catch with me. Now, I don't really like baseball, and he didn't like baseball, but there it is, haunting me. And it wasn't until today, really, that I figured out why. It's because in that moment, the entire world was just the ball, me, and my dad. Like that was the only thing that mattered. Like I was the most important person in the world. And now I'll never be able to make another memory like that with him. We all lost someone. Mothers, fathers, siblings, sons and daughters. And like Father Murdoch said, they will live on in our hearts. We will always remember them. But I have to be honest, I'm not sure that I'll ever be able to move on or get better. Because when I'm all alone, in the quiet of the night, it isn't angels I hear singing. I hear a ball hitting a glove. I hear screams and sirens. I hear all of us crying out in pain because a part of our future was stolen, and in exchange all we got were memories. It's just not enough, and I'm not sure any of us should be expected to live with it. Well, except for the bit at the end, I thought that went as well as possible. Have you ever met the guy? Yeah, once. Seemed like a different person, but, completely different circumstances. Ben told me he interviewed his father quite a few times over the years, but he never got even a hint of who Norman Osborn really was. Billionaire businessman, ruthless competitor, founder of Oscorp Industries, and loving father. You never know, I guess. Maybe. Anyway, you guys headed back home? Yeah, let's go, kids. Okay, minus any major crises, I'll be home in a bit. Bye, Dad! The Daily Bugle. What the? I quit! Go to your desk, Peter. Keep your head down. We'll catch up later. So, did I miss something? You did, Ben. We've been informed that there's going to be some editorial restructuring at the paper. Jonah didn't care for the changes. And how do you feel about them, Robbie? I'm 2 years away from maxing out my pension, and I feel like that would be a good idea. Sure, we all gotta have something to fight for. Mind if I ask what the changes are? There's an ever-increasing number of complaints from our advertisers about some of our more inflammatory content. Specifically, and I apologize for bringing this up today, they are uncomfortable with how dogged the Bugle is being while looking into the Stark terror attack, and they really don't care for the most recent direction of our coverage. So we're going to be making some changes at the behest of both the board and broader ownership in general. And how do you think I should feel about that? Pleased at your good fortune. After all, nature abhors a vacuum. What's that supposed to mean, Mr. Fisk? Jameson's out, and now the paper needs new leadership. You are the obvious choice. And so I suppose congratulations are in order, Mr. Parker. It seems you've got yourself a promotion. That's if you want the job, of course. And if you can toe the line. So, what are we gonna do now? Later. A bar with no name. I'm not saying no, but are you sure that I am? Come on, Ben, we're both old enough to know the definition of insanity, so why would we quit one job and then turn around and do the same thing all over again? The point is that this time it'll be different. Okay, still, why? Can you think of a single other thing you're good at? Not really. You? No, not anymore. We're gonna need a name. We're gonna need fire insurance. Sure, because two old men sat down at a bar and set themselves on fire. The news. I tell you, Parker, I've been doing this for 30 years, and all I know for sure is that it's a dirty business. We'll do it better this time. We'll do it right. And what's that look like? Doing it right? It's easy. We tell the truth. The truth? The truth? The truth. That's perfect. Thanks for that. What? You don't agree? There are some things I like to believe in, Ben. That I'm not gonna die alone, that there is such a thing as justice. But in this entire universe, there's only one thing I know for sure, and that's that there's no truth in the news and no news in the truth. Like I said, it's a dirty business. So how about this? We promise not to lie. Sounds like a fair start. Hey, look who decided to join us. I hope the two of you are enjoying yourselves. Everyone's running around the bugle like someone set the place on fire. It's what we do. Did you get caught up in any of this? They gave Robbie the wheel, and he knows I do a good job, so I should be fine. The real question is, what are you two going to do? We were just talking about that. We've decided to start our own news business. You want a job? Do you have any money? That's a day two problem, Peter. Tonight, I am a man who is right with the world. Think it over. Night, Ben. Night. Ben, I gotta know. How'd you do it? What? How do you blow up your whole life in one afternoon and then just start a new one? Peter, my wife is dead. You're a grown man and have a family of your own. And, given the opportunity, I just couldn't take being in an industry of compromise 1 minute more. Why wouldn't I do what I did? It was an easy choice. What's going on, Peter? Well, my wife is very much alive, and I have a family and responsibilities that exceed professional bliss. I don't know that I can blow everything up just because I want my life to change. Peter, no one's expecting you to join us. If you do, then I'm not talking about that. This is something else. Are you and MJ okay? We're great. She's great. I think she deserves better than me, but she disagrees, which makes it even better. It's just, for the longest time, I've thought something was wrong with my life, Ben. That something was wrong with me. I can't really explain it, but now I just know that I've been right all along, and I don't know what to do. You ever heard the saying, inaction is action? Yeah, sure. Well, that's just a garbage way of saying don't spend your life waiting for something to happen. Make it happen. I love you, son. But if you're walking around half asleep, anesthetized by your own life, then wake up. Later. It's bedtime, Richard. Your sister's already asleep. Can I finish this chapter I'm on? Depends what you're reading. A Tale of Two Cities. This is the original unedited all the year round edition. You're a ridiculous person. You know that, right? I don't know what you're complaining about, Dad. You made me this way. And I'm cool with it. Okay, fair enough. That chapter, then bed. Good night, kiddo. Night, Dad. Kids are down? Uh-oh, you know what that means. Spill it, mister. I don't even know where to start. They quit the bugle, Yeah, and decided to start their own thing. And they did this in like a 3-hour span of time. Total maniacs. The memorial. I've never seen your uncle cry. It was, yeah. And sorry I was late, but after that and the work stuff, I felt like I should run by and check on him before I came home. If you didn't, you would have been worried all night. Probably. And that would have just got in the way. Of? Of us talking about you, Peter. I know it's been a long day, but this morning. Yeah. Yeah. So what's going on? I don't want to say something and then not be able to take it back. Well, that's just not how any of this works. But I do promise nothing's going to change how I feel. About you or about us. So, I think I need a change. Hey, when I quit to start my own business last year, you were 100% on board. And I mean, sure, we've got bills and kids and it might be tough, but why would you think for a second that I wouldn't be behind you doing something else? No, MJ, I mean, I need to change. Oh, that. What do you mean, that? I know you, Peter Parker. You're an amazing husband and just lights out as a father. But you've been walking around for years with this cloud hanging over you. You put a good face on it, but you're not satisfied with who you are. Do you know what you have to do? I think so. Yes. Are things going to change between us? Never. Well then. That settles it. I'm going to bed. And you? Go get him, Tiger. Last night. This... Parker. Peter Parker. This is... for Parker. Peter Parker. Hello. If this has gone as I hoped, I am speaking with Peter Parker. My name is Tony Stark, and while it's likely you know my father's name, you've probably never heard of me. I got bad news for you, kid. After what you did, everyone knows your name. I am sending this to you from 6 months into the future. There was an attempt on my and my companions' lives, and we only had seconds to escape before the orbital platform fired. What? So we went to the only safe place I could think of. I'm sorry that I can't be more specific than I am about to be, but we have to be careful, because this world is more complicated and dangerous than you could ever believe, and there's a component of faith to this that is, frankly, unavoidable. All I can ask is that you please listen carefully. This is for you. Inside is a Picotech stealth suit to mask your identity, and a bioorganic catalyst necessary for you to undergo a post-human transformation. What in the world is that supposed to mean? 20 years ago, you were supposed to be bitten by a radioactive spider. This would have given you amazing powers, and with them you would have become one of Earth's most prominent superheroes. Instead, a great evil traveled through time and erased almost all the heroes of this world from existence. You were one of them. He did this so that he and his Confederates could treat Earth as a kind of experiment, an exercise in creating a society that could be perfectly directed and controlled. I am repeating this with others like you, and in 6 months, if I've done this correctly, I will exit this room to find an Earth that has regained its heroes. And together, we will free the world. It is my greatest hope that you are among our number. You were supposed to have a different life, Peter Parker. You were supposed to protect the innocent, save lives, and inspire the citizens of this world to be their best selves. And instead, all of that was taken from you. Now, these people stole your future. These people robbed you of your destiny. The question is, do you want it back? I want it. Then wake up. And go get him, Tiger. February. I don't know. I don't think it's real. Of course it's real. I'm looking at it. That's actually not. May, that doesn't mean it's real. It's easy to fake stuff like this. It's CGI, Photoshop, whatever. Dad, Richard said this isn't real. What do you think? Well, I remember when you used to think unicorns were real. Unicorns are real. Right, exactly. So why do you care what he thinks? Because this guy is scary and I don't like it. Oh, well, in that case, I'd trust your brother, kiddo. He's pretty smart. I'm sure it's nothing to be scared of. What are we scared of? Photoshop. Tell me about it. Okay, guys, I gotta run. New client meetings at 10 and 2:30. The sitter should be here in an hour, but you know how she is. Could be longer. Not a problem, MJ. I've got it covered. Great. Call me if you need me. Will do. And hey, good luck. Thanks. Hey, Peter. Yeah? Have you been working out? Maybe a little. I don't want to be dramatic or anything, but over the past few weeks, I've changed. A lot. Along with an increased appetite, seriously, I'm eating like 10,000 calories a day, and a decreased need for sleep, I've become, and I honestly don't know how else to describe it beyond being, well, sticky. And that's not all. I'm also strong. Really strong. And I'm super agile. My reaction times and understanding of spatial awareness are off the charts. But I do have one problem. After 2 weeks of practice, I'm still not great at stopping, which does have a little something to do with the final change I've noticed about myself. I can take a beating. A serious beating. Could come in handy. You want to hear something crazy, Ben? I was thinking about it, and I've had a cup of coffee for breakfast every day for the past, has to be 25 years. Yeah? Yeah, no apple juice, sure, because you're not 5. No orange juice, no plain glass of water, and nothing to eat. Just coffee. For 25 years. Do you think it's possible? Is there any chance that it's bad for me? If I say yes, are you going to stop? Of course not! Then no, Jonah. I don't think it's bad for you. I knew it. So, I think I've got something. Yeah? There was another attempt on Fisk last night. Go on. This time, it came from inside the building. They say that place is like a black hole. Nothing escapes it. No light, no sound. Yeah. So how do you manage to hear about it? Big explosions, building codes. Someone inside lost their nerve, hit the panic button. Whatever. A call went out, and the cops showed up. One of the first responders owed me a favor. Oh, I do love it when people owe us a favor! Fisk security ended up keeping the police away from the actual scene, but they did get into the building and get a look at the security footage. So that's, 3 attempts in 3 weeks? That we know of. And it's the same guy? Unless there is more than one lunatic flying around in green armor blowing stuff up. Yeah, same guy. Well, that shows some serious determination. Or a serious vendetta. Think we're gonna read about it in the Bugle? You mean, will the dirty money behind the paper let the paper do a story about the dirty goings-ons of said dirty money? I tell ya, I'm shocked, Ben. Shocked to report there's no reporting going on here. You see what they did run today? A weirdo in a black suit swinging through the city? Yeah, I saw it. Hell of a picture by Peter, by the way. Yeah. So why didn't he give it to us? Because technically we're not open yet. There's also the small matter of him not working for us. And he never will if he keeps that up. So, we got 2 guys in masks and no one knows who they are. One gets the front page, the other gets buried. That's right. One's a distraction, the other's a story. Want to get to work? Yes, I do. We still need a name. I know, I'm working on it. So here's an existential question. If the life you had stolen from you 20 years ago was suddenly given back to you, are you obligated to try and relive some version of it? Because if you did feel like you had to relive that life, wouldn't you just be 20 years behind the curve for Forever or something like that? Stick the landing, stick the landing! I mean, I'm a smart guy, but I have no idea what I'm supposed to do now. The world is different. I'm different. Woof! Ah, I did it! Nice! If only there was a sign. Huh? Let me guess. Lost your keys? Got accidentally locked on the roof? Or are you maybe trying to break into the bank below? What are you supposed to be? It's amazing that you asked me that, because I was just having that same discussion with myself. What? You know, what am I supposed to be? I'll admit I'm struggling with it, but, well, I saw you and what you were doing, and I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be the guy who stops people like you. Ever done anything like that before? No, first time. Well, you're a natural at it. Ha, thanks. You're welcome. So, I guess I'll go home now. Clearly, whatever I had planned was wrong, and I'd like to thank you for stopping me before I did something I'd regret. Wait, seriously? Yes, seriously. I didn't want to do this. I'm just desperate, but there's always another way, right? So I want to thank you for what you've done here today, for stopping me. I owe you. Sure, anytime. Mr. Just call me the Shocker. Ow! Later. I can't believe I fell for that. Let's be friends. Idiot. Oh boy. May, oh God, shh. It's me. It's okay, it's Dad. Dad? Yeah. Dad? Shh. Yes, it's just me, May. Why are you dressed like that guy? What if I told you he dresses like me? What? I am that guy, May. I got bit by this special spider and it gave me powers, and you got bit by a magic spider? Sure. Which is why you never have to be afraid of him. The costume. Me. I'm sorry I scared you. Come here. Are you still crying? No, you smell bad. That's because I was in a dumpster. Mom's gonna be mad. I'm gonna take a shower. That's not what I mean. I know I'd planned on telling her, but not just yet. What do you say we wait and tell her and Richard later? For now, just for a little while. This'll be our little secret. Deal? Maybe. Can I bribe you with some ice cream? Yes, but, Dad? Yeah? I still don't like the costume. Maybe we can do something about that, too. What is this? A distraction, Monsieur Britain. And what exactly do you need that for? I am currently under siege by some mask-wearing vigilante. It has been very public and very loud, and it serves us to eclipse that noise with an even louder one. So I am giving the people a better story to follow. No, that's not the game being played, Mr. Fisk. The game being played is give them nothing and make them like it. And as for what serves us, you serve us, myself and my fellow partners. We have divided this world among us, and after that, we have divided it further and gifted people like you your little kingdoms. And so you get to play king, Mr. Fisk, for as long as you can hold on to your kingdom. This is not some normal man who plays by the normal rules. He is powerful, maybe more powerful than you imagined, but not me. I see the full measure of my land and the full measure of the enemy at my walls, because I do not play king. I am one. Then act like it. You have been given great resources. I suggest you use them. Later. Hey, how's it going? Oh, you know. Normal. Almost home? No, still working. Everything all right? Yeah, just something I didn't finish yesterday that needs taken care of. So I might be late. Don't feel like you have to wait up. You need your sleep. Sleep? What's that? Bingo. Hey there! Fancy us running into each other again. Yeah, how's that happen? You know what they call something that someone does at the same time every single day, right? A habit. And you got some bad habits, mister. Yeah, well, who doesn't? Good try. Ugh, but not good enough. Who are you? Oh, come on, we've covered this already. Ugh. I'm the guy who stops people like you. Ugh, I think you broke my ribs. Sorry about that, don't know my own strength. My wife. It's my wife. She's dying. We don't have money and so we can't pay for the treatments she needs. She needs this, so I don't have any other choice. What would you do if you were in my shoes? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't imagine what that must... wait, is that true? What do you think? Oh man, not again. Later. So, in the last few days, I've not only managed to get my butt kicked, twice, but I also accidentally revealed my secret identity to my kid. Worse than that, I scared her. Not good, Peter. Not good at all. Face it, you might not be cut out for this. Dad, I drew a picture of your spider. I hope you like it. You're the best. Love, May. Or maybe I'll give it one more day. March. I don't know. I think they're up to something. What do you think, Richard? Uh-huh. I read about this in a book once. See how they're avoiding eye contact, Mom? Very sketchy. All right, then. Let's hear it. What's going on? Nothing? And if by nothing May means the simple enjoyment of some solid daddy-daughter time, then yes, absolutely nothing. Maybe the two of you are up to something and you're just deflecting. It's a real thing. I read about that in a book once. Uh-huh. Well, Richard and I are heading out. Mom says I need new shoes. I think these are perfectly fine, but she disagrees. So now I'm getting new shoes. And after that, we're gonna pop into the florist. We shouldn't be more than an hour. You guys have fun, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. You wanna... Yeah! Well, I like that it's got the spider on it, but it's kind of more scary, Dad. You think? Okay, what's it need? Maybe some color, and seriously, less scary, Dad. You mean like this? Less scary, more cool. And red. Well, I do like the red, but it's not cool, Dad. At all. You're so old. Oh yeah? Would an old man wear this? I think not. Maybe some blue? And bring back the webs. So, like this. No, Dad, not all blue. More like, So you like it? Oh, I like it. Want to take it out for a spin? Woo-hoo-hoo! Ben and Jonah's new office, but they still don't have a name. This place is a dump! Yeah, but it's our dump. You could have picked a little nicer location. Jonah, I spent exactly what you told me to. Are you saying there was more money in the budget? Some, but if we spent it all on an office, there wouldn't have been any left over for the employees. We don't have any employees. And that, my friend, is how you control expenses. Still. Yeah, we got an office. Wow. This is not great. Parker. Hey, Peter, what brings you by? Thought I'd come by and check out the new HQ. Also, MJ sent this to liven up the place. And boy, can she pick 'em or what? Just look at what it does to the room. It's like it's a whole new dump. Both of you do know you have to fix this place up if you want someone to work here, right? We might have a little left in the budget. I'd use it. Hey, now that looks interesting. What is it? Well, it's a map, Peter. Not really sure if we can say more than that right now, considering your current affiliations and place of employment. Oh, it's like that. I'm afraid so, son. These are delicate times for our fledgling venture. Have you seen how terrible our office is? I suppose if there was a quid pro quo situation, we might be able to crack the door open a little. How can I help? Has there been any chatter at the Bugle about a guy wearing a green suit waging a personal war on the Fisk organization? Yeah, actually. The guy's already blown up a bunch of stuff. Robbie's taken to calling him the Green Goblin. Scary. He thinks there's a story there, but the higher-ups keep shutting him down. Instead, they're pushing stories about the guy in the black suit, which I get. He's extremely photogenic, and to me, seems to be a much more compelling and, dare I say, charming character. A real man of the people. Just an opinion. Right. Well, anyway, take a closer look at this. Each one of these pins is a location the goblin fella has hit. And they're all owned by Fisk! Okay, well, that explains the Bugle's behavior, but what's the story with Fisk and the green guy? Classic good guy, bad guy situation? Or bad guy, good guy? Or bad guy, bad guy. After all, this is the world, gentlemen, not a fairy tale. And I think it would benefit us greatly not to jump to any conclusions. So, maybe we should find out more. Stakeout time. Always wanted to do one of these. Not exactly sure how, but I can figure it out. All I know is that on TV, these guys kind of just sit there for a bit and then the bad guy shows up. How long could this take? Now I understand why these guys are always eating while they wait. There's nothing else to do. Watch, eat, wait, watch, eat, wait. It's been 2 days. I really wish something would happen. I hate this. That's it. I quit. This was a terrible idea. Nothing's going to happen. I'm an idiot. Ben's an idiot. Jonah's definitely an idiot. I'm going home. Wait a minute. Bingo. Look at you, methodically going after Mr. Fisk den to den, pretending to be a predator. But you strike me as someone who's never once in his life actually hunted, because you didn't recognize a trap even when it was right in front of you. Ha! Bullseye. Who are you? A killer, loose in the world. An actual predator in the wild. That's funny. Seems to me you're more like a pet on a leash, doing Fisk's bidding while your owner's safe. You think I work for Fisk? Fisk is a prop, a puppet, like you and everyone else. No, I work for the real masters of the world, the real power. I'm paid by the invisible hand to strike down those who forget their station, and I'm very good at it. But if I'm being honest with you, I'd do it for free. Now, boys, if you can't play nice, maybe you shouldn't play at all. Well, I guess it's my lucky day. I get to eliminate 2 problems at once, and after that, I get to go home, which is good, 'cause I hate this place. Well, you're gonna need to have better aim than that. I wasn't aiming at you. Oh, boy. You alive in there? I hope you are, and I hope it hurts real bad. Don't worry about him. Worry about me. Okay, deal. I tell you to make your peace, but that ain't how this is gonna go. You know, it's a real shame. What? A predator like you, not recognizing a trap even though you walked right into it. You okay? Yeah, I think so. Thanks for the helping hand. Wasn't expecting to need it, but I certainly did. Who exactly is this guy? I don't know that yet. So, should I call the police or something? I don't really know what to do next. I haven't actually caught anyone before. Fisk owns a large part of the police, and as far as I can tell, this guy is somehow more connected than Fisk, so I don't think calling the police will help. Then what are you going to do? Same thing as every day. What needs to be done. A place for everything and everything in its place. So, that's an interesting suit you have there. I bet some people think it's very cool. That's because it is cool. Be that as it may, instead of cool, others might call it something else. Proprietary. What? Suit pairing enabled. What was that? Did you hear that? Connecting. Connected. Authenticated and paired. Suit deactivating. What? No! No deactivating! No deactivating! Oh my god. Hi, I'm Harry. Peter. Well, Peter, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but the world is a strange and dangerous place these days. Yeah, I'm starting to notice that. You want to get a drink? Maybe talk about it? Sure. April. Are we sure this is a good idea? No, but at least it gave us an excuse to get out of the house, dress up a little. That's true, and I must say, you clean up very nicely, Mr. Parker. Well, I run with a tough crowd. I'm just trying to keep up. There he is. Sorry I'm late. Hey, Harry, how's it going? Doing well, doing well. You find the place all right? We did. Pretty nice. I don't think they wanted to let me in, but they relented when I gave them your name. Sorry about that. The crowd here can be a bit insufferable. Just awful people, really. Yeah? Uh-huh. I eat here at least once a week. So what are we drinking? Probably a lot. Harry, I want you to meet my wife. This is MJ. It's very nice to meet you, Harry. Pleasure's all mine. Peter has told me all about you. Honestly, he won't shut up about it. The man's obsessed, I think. Well, I hear most people call that being in love. I'll admit it's had a bit of a branding issue lately. But you're on the job. Speaking of, congrats on your new business. I love it when people bet on themselves. Thanks. If I work hard enough, sometimes I forget how terrified I am. Well, I hear most people call that being excited. I can see why you like him. So, I thought your wife was coming. She had a business thing uptown. It should only be a few more, here she is now. Peter, MJ, this is my wife, Gwen Stacy. Sorry I'm late. Things got a little complicated. Hello, you must be Peter. Hi, this is MJ. Hey there. What was the holdup with the meeting? Oh, you know old school executive types. I tried the carrot, but they wanted the stick. Nothing to worry about. So, should we eat? I'm starving. Oh my god. This is amazing. Yeah, chef's pretty great. She's from Argentina, I think. Uruguay. It's been a while since we've... Actually, when was the last time we went out? On a date? BK, baby. BK. What's, before kids? You got it. Do you two have any? Children? No, I'd like to think I'd be a good mom, but none for us yet. We're considering it, though. Well, it's just the best thing ever. What's the holdup? The world we'd be bringing them into. Sure, I get it. Very of the times. It's a scary proposition either way. How long have you guys been married? Oh, who can say? Hard to keep track when every day is a dream. 8 years, 3 months, and 10. No, 11 days. 2 leap years, not 1. The culmination of a lifelong pursuit. But enough about us, MJ. Spill it. What? We all know what Peter's up to. Let's hear how your business is going. What's this? MJ started a PR firm. She's a bit of a marketing genius. How nice. How'd you get into that? I used to model a little. It was fine, but while I was doing that, I started handling my own branding. People liked what I did, word got around. Then I got picked up by Bayham LaRoche and worked there for a while. After that, I got poached by Altman, Smith and Altman for their executive suite about 5 years ago. Really? Now that's an interesting place. I think Harry's dad used them a few times. Interesting. Now that's a very polite way to describe a crisis management firm. It starts with you can pick your own clients and eventually turns into just make the problems go away. It was gross. Super gross. I just couldn't do it anymore, so off I went. Good for you. So, who you got, client-wise? Well, I'm on retainer at Damage Control, but other than that, it's all one-offs and irons in the fire. Except I just... Peter, is it okay to talk about this? Sure, why not? I mean, you can't hurt their feelings, and they don't change their minds, so... Last week I started helping out Peter's uncle, Ben Parker, and J. Jonah Jameson. They're starting their own news outfit. We just settled on a name.
I don't get it. We're doing the news online, not in print, which I'm still not okay with, and she wants to call it the paper? Is it supposed to be ironic or something?
It was nice of you to stop by just to complain about this, Jonah. And I think the word she used was meta. It's both, actually.
I don't know, it feels very clever, and you know how I hate that.
I do. But it also has that certain something to it, doesn't it? Not elitist, for the masses. Very everyman.
Yeah, maybe. I do like that it's kind of generic in the right way, not the other way where you can take out a vowel so you can trademark it or something. PAPR, that nonsense. I die of embarrassment.
Uncle Ben? Yes, dear. Is he going to be leaving soon?
The paper. Sounds great. I know I get up every day and say to myself, what I really need in my life is more news. I mean, I just love it so much.
You're being rude, Harry.
I'm joking, dear. Dad always said Ben was the salt of the earth. I just hope it goes well. Not sure if this is the right market.
Too competitive?
Closed system. You'll see.
I don't know. Depends on what they cover. Depends on how deep they like to dig. I can think of a few reasons why a couple of crusty old guys with nothing to lose might be useful. Keep going. Grist for the mill. Well, take the pictures Peter's been shooting of that masked man swinging through the sky. Killer eye, by the way.
Oh, you know, I just point and shoot.
He means thank you.
I do. Thanks.
You're welcome. Anyway, if you look at the coverage of it, it's sanitized, surrounded. It's not that the stories are corporate. They are, of course, but they're intentionally obtuse. They all miss the point of the masked man.
Which is?
That he exists for a reason. That there must be a point to him. A purpose. For someone, or someones, he's fulfilling a need. For good or for bad. Now, I like to think he isn't a bad guy, but in a lot of ways, him being a good guy would be more upsetting to certain people. It implies that something's wrong with the world, and maybe he's what we're looking for. A cure for what ails us.
I can see you've thought about this quite a bit.
People need heroes, Peter, and if your uncle's going to report on that, good for him. Maybe you could let them use some of your photos.
But I work for the Bugle.
And you always will with an attitude like that.
Hey, CEO of a billion-dollar company, go easy on the working folk. But she's not wrong.
Fair enough. I've said my piece, and with that, I need to visit the ladies. Oh, I'll come with. You two behave. She really doesn't like Mr. Jameson.
In all fairness, kiddo, she ain't the only person on that plane. What do you think about him?
I think what the two of you are doing is really cool, Uncle Ben.
Yeah, well, that's just because you read a lot. Everybody should read a lot. Sure, but you gotta give 'em a reason to, which can be a little tricky. So, you got an hour before you have to be in bed? Wanna watch some TV?
No.
Good man.
Love that color on you. Thanks. Can I ask you something? Sure, go right ahead. Am I coming on too strong? Sometimes I come on a little strong. I think it's mostly a corporate thing, but I tend to have trouble switching it off. And, you know, on top of that, I clearly have opinions, so... Too much? I'm good. Great, because I was hoping to ask for a favor, and that's hard to do if things were going the other way. How can I help? You probably know this, but if you didn't, Oscorp took over Stain Stark a few months ago. Since then, we've scaled up in some unexpected ways. To be blunt, we have too much money, and now I need to get some off the books. But I've exhausted all the normal charities, donations, and various nonprofits. And tonight's conversation got me thinking of you. What? No, Peter and I would never take any... Sorry, no, that's not what I meant. Because that would be weird, right? Yeah. So, I was hoping, since you're their brand manager, that you could set something up between me and the grumpy old men of the paper. I'm kinda in the mood to see if I can launch a pirate ship.
What are you smiling at?
You haven't told her yet, have you?
No, Wait, you told Gwen? Yeah. How much? Everything. Oh, God, Harry, what are you thinking? I'm thinking that I love my wife and we don't have secrets between us. Are you really telling me you haven't told anyone? No one knows? My kid caught me in my costume. Well, thank God. For a second there, I thought you were going to lecture me about the importance of keeping secrets and whatnot. It is important, and I haven't told MJ because, look, it's not that I don't trust her or anything. That would be ridiculous. But I have to protect them, don't I? You seriously think you can live this life and insulate the people you love from the consequences? I don't even know for sure that I want to do this, whatever this is. I've seen you in action, pal. Yeah, you do. And if I'm brave enough to do it, you sure should be. And why is that? Because at the end of the day, I'm just a guy in a suit. And you, with your abilities, are a good bit more than that. It's all on us, pal. To do what? Save the world. Well, thank God. For a second there, I thought you were going to lay something heavy on me. Harry, for the first time in my life, I'm doing something I'm good at. Stopping bad people from doing bad things feels right. What you're talking about, I don't know. It sounds too big. I'm not going to tell you what you have to do, Peter, or how to do it. It's not my place, and it's not my call. You have to decide that. Nobody's forcing you to come along for the ride. But you need to understand where this is headed, and what we're up against. These people, they're playing God, and they're playing for keeps. And worse than that, they've been doing it our whole lives. It's institutional. It's systemic. It's the whole damn world. And you have great power, Peter. And with great power comes great responsibility. It's such a gift, but only if you use it. Later. So, what did you think? They were nice, kind of. Actually, they were a little scary. Yes, it was like equal parts too personal and too intense, but with really great food. Yeah, it was a lot. What did you think of what they were saying? About the world needing heroes. What do I need heroes for, Peter? I've got you. Months ago. Let me guess. He's running late. I'm sure he'll be here soon, and I'm sure he'll have a good reason. No. You're either where you're supposed to be, or you're not. Anything else is just an excuse. You shouldn't offer them for him, and he shouldn't for himself. Oh, and I suppose the great Norman Osborn has never been late to anything in his life. I was. Just once. And never again. This is him. You want me to... No, Emily. Let me. Harry. Hey, Dad. I'm sorry, I thought I called Mom. Where are you? A couple blocks away. Harry! I know. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Son, you know who we're supposed to be meeting with, and I've stressed how important today is. This is unacceptable! Look, I'm sorry, Dad. I'd tell you why I'm late, but it wouldn't matter, would it? No. Okay, well, I'll be... Harry! Yes, Dad? What name do you bear? What? What name do you bear? Osborn. Yes. It's a great name. It means something. Harry, do you know what my favorite memory of you is? Yeah, that time we played catch and... No. That's you, the little boy talking. And that memory, it's the memory of a child. My favorite memory of you is the day you finally started acting like a man, like an Osborn. The problem is, it hasn't happened yet. We're all waiting for you, Harry. How long are you going to make us wait? How much longer am I going to... A few weeks after that. I knew your father for almost 40 years, 30 of them as his personal attorney, and now I can't really imagine a world without him in it. I'm gonna miss him. There's really not much else to say beyond I'm sorry, Harry. Thanks, Bill. I hope you know he really appreciated you. I do. Is it normal for things to move this quickly? Well, Norman had almost the entirety of his estate and personal assets in a trust that the family, or just Harry and you now, shared control over. As far as the company itself goes, that'll take longer, but there's really nothing to do there except go through probate as the will is executed. Will there be any problems? The process will probably take 6 months, but Harry, because you're the sole named beneficiary, controlling interest will be yours, and until then, both you and Gwen currently sit on the board. So your hand is already on the wheel, and frankly, I can't ever see it coming off. Oscorp will be yours. Good. That's good. Yeah. Is there anything else you need to go over with us? There is one other thing. Harry, this was delivered to my office this morning, for you. What is it? I have no idea what it means, but I do know who it's from. The next day. Arms out. Well, I'm here. And right on time. Do you know who I am? You are Wilson Fisk, entrepreneur, business magnate, man of influence, and on and on. Everyone knows this. Can you tell me what they don't? With the fall of Stain Stark and the Union now a divided protectorate of other regions, there are rumors that you've been secretly named both the shadow governor of the Greater New York Territory, as well as the kingpin of Manhattan. I am not a vain man, but from time to time it is nice to hear one's name ring out. Yes, I've been named, and next week I will be officially elevated to both positions. I'll be running things now, and you should be very pleased about that. And why is that? Because I need a favor. One I think you are uniquely suited to provide. I'm not my father, Mr. Fisk, and even though I'm probably going to spend the next few years of my life pretending to be, he'd be the first to tell you I don't have his influence or pedigree. Well, you'll just have to make do. You see, I have 2 5-letter shadows hanging over my head. Obadiah Stane had no existing family, and now there are no more Starks. There's no arguing about the value of the company, but I need to eliminate the remnants, keep it from rising again, because it won't be forgotten, and I'm not qualified to separate the Stark wheat from the Stark chaff. I don't see what I can do about any of that, and, with all due respect, it's your problem, not mine. Not if I sell it to you. 2 weeks later.
We're in, Mr. Osborne.
Super, and it only took 2 days of cutting. How hilarious is it going to be if there's nothing in here?
Not hilarious at all, dear. I still don't understand why it took so long. There's no external power running to the box, and there's a Faraday patina covering its 6-inch thick titanium walls. If I hadn't discovered a deleted reference to it in that off-site Stark mainframe you had me pull apart, we'd have never even known this place existed. And that the titanium isn't really titanium, but some kind of self-healing composite just made getting in even trickier. But hey, we're in now, so
let's see what we got at the garage sale.
Digging through these old men's trash is going to take forever, Harry. With all we have to do, we should probably just...
Gwen? Look.
I found the lights. You're not going to believe this, but no wonder there's no need for external power. There's a fully functional arc reactor in here. I've wanted to play with one of these things for years. This is all just... stuff.
That's a fairly comprehensive and incredibly generic view of the universe, dear. Saying that, it's our stuff now.
No, I mean it's all assets. There should be some repository of data here somewhere. You know, the real gold. Here's a terminal, and it's attached to what I'm assuming is a data array. If what you're looking for exists, then it's probably archived here, right? You want me to... Yes. Gotta have a password to access anything. No surprise there. Great, so we're going to need a crack team of decryption people, and God knows how many hours, days.
I'm in.
What?
It was Anthony with a 0. Parents and their kids, right?
Some of them. So what are we looking at?
It looks like everything. Accounts, suit designs. Hey, what are these history folders? What is...
Otto?
It's Dr. Octavius.
Otto.
Yes?
You need to sign an NDA. Gwen, Otto has an NDA. No. He's gonna need a new one, with more teeth. Understand?
Because if I don't, I can't play with all the new toys?
That's right. No new toys for you.
Where do I sign?
4 months ago. I like it.
I had to make a few modifications. Turns out you can't paint this stuff. You have to bond the pigments with the metal at a molecular level. I know you wanted it to be a darker shade, but it all started to look brown.
No, it's good, Otto. And considering what we've learned from all the files, we have bigger fish to fry. Where are we on everything else?
Check these out. The modular chamber is capable of rapid expansion.
So, it's a bomb.
No, well, yes, but not just a bomb. It depends on the payload. You can substitute the catalyst for an array of reactions. And this is a hovercraft powered by Stark Repulsor technology. It's linked to and controlled by the extended node I worked under the helmet.
I thought the suits could fly.
They can, I think, but that's running on the Ark, and I'm not comfortable enough with that yet to...
I get it. Better safe than sorry. What's that?
I have no idea, but it does show up on the network.
What network?
It's the reason I called you down to the lab.
Yeah, you seemed a little unsettled, Otto.
I'm confused. Put on the helmet. I'll show you.
Whoa, what am I looking at?
All this stuff runs on a secure network that links all the dedicated Level 1 proprietary tech together. Each of those dots is another piece of Stark tech, like the suits, an Arc node, or any dedicated AI on the network.
Okay, I get it.
So what you're looking at is a snapshot of what the network looked like 2 days ago. And this is what it looks like right now.
Otto, what the...
The first new signal appeared last night, and they kept appearing every couple of minutes until they finally stopped around 6 a.m.
How many?
Over 100. What I can't tell is if they are old or dormant, tech waking up, or if this is something new.
Well, I guess we better find out.
3 months ago. What an idiot. Now let's see just how much I...
Excuse me.
Huh?
I think you have something that doesn't belong to you.
I'm keeping the money, pal, and there ain't a thing you can do to stop me. Huh? What happened?
I turned them off, because I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the gloves. Where'd you get them?
I tell you where and I get to keep the money?
Sure.
I was robbing this guy's apartment. Turns out he must have just died, had a heart attack or something sitting in his favorite chair. Anyway, there was this light and that terrorist kid Stark talking, and then the light stopped and these gloves were just sitting there. So I put 'em on.
So Stark's alive. That would mean...
that he gave me the gloves, and you know what? I think I'm gonna keep 'em!
Was that supposed to hurt?
Sorry, I didn't... You don't understand. I've got a wife and she's sick and... I'm sorry.
2 months ago. So, what do you do, Peter?
Huh?
For a living, what do you do?
Oh, I'm a photojournalist. I mostly take pictures for the Daily Bugle.
Are you married?
Yeah, you too, right?
Uh-huh. Maybe we'll do dinner sometime. Or something like that.
Let's see how drinks go first.
So, don't you want to know what I do?
Harry, can I call you Harry?
Of course.
Harry, right now you're probably the most well-known person in the city. Everyone knows your name and what you do for a living. You don't need to tell me anything. I know who you are.
Actually, Peter, what you're referring to is a product of public relations and marketing, and it doesn't have anything at all to do with what I really do for a living.
And what's that? Tell me something. Did Tony Stark appear to you out of thin air and give you your suit?
There was more to it than that, but yeah. Did the same thing happen to you?
No, I found all this out the hard way.
Care to define the hard way?
Well, after Stark was involved in the death of my parents, I inherited my father's company, and then I was basically given Stark's company also. After that, when I was reading through all the Stark family secrets, I found out that the people who gave me this company might just be the most evil people in the history of the world, and that it was very possible that they, not Stark, are who really had my parents' blood on their hands, which I find unacceptable. So now I have a new job.
Okay, fair enough. I guess that qualifies as the hard way.
Thanks. Do you know why Stark picked you?
Yeah, he said I was supposed to be someone else, have a different life, which was stolen from me by the same people you're talking about, I'm guessing.
And now you're going to do something about it.
He said I was supposed to be a hero, and as soon as he said it, I knew it, in my bones. So yeah, of course we're going to do something about it. That's what heroes do.
Now, at first I thought it was just your suit that gave you your powers. Honestly, I thought you were the suit, because it took almost a month to peel you out of it. So imagine my surprise when I found out the problem went a little deeper. You have some sort of embedded exoskeleton under your skin, and while it is impressive, taking it off, well, that had to hurt. Pain is part of the process. And the eye, what's that about? When my master lost his, my brothers and sisters tore ours out in solidarity. Do you have any idea what kind of devotion it takes to do such a thing? That's what you're dealing with. Oh, I believe you're committed. I believe your master, all your masters are. The world is evidence of that. But you need to understand I am committed too. You're going to give me answers because I need them. You're going to tell me everything, and I don't care how long it takes to get what I want. You think answers are going to let you sleep at night? I sleep like a baby knowing you're in here and I'm out there. No one here is afraid of you.
There's nothing wrong with lying to yourself. It's how most people get through the day. But I've seen it all, son, and I promise you. Everyone thinks they want to be a hero until it actually costs something. And it always does. We make sure of that. Then we get to see what you really are.
My father always talked about the difference between being a boy and a man. And maybe he was right, but maybe you are too. Am I a boy or a man? Am I a hero or something else?
May.
I guess we're about to find out.
June.
Dad? Peter, what happened to your face?
Oh, you know how clumsy I can be sometimes.
Dad,
That looks like it really hurts, Dad. It does. Tell me if this— Ow!
yeah. I'm going to go get an ice pack.
Thanks.
Dad, tell us what happened, Dad.
It's nothing. I was working late, and then that old Parker Luck reared its ugly head. Thanks, MJ.
I don't get it. How do you get a shiner like that at the Bugle?
Oh, Dad got it being a superhero! Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. I know I wasn't supposed to tell, but it just came out because your face is— Oh, look at your face. I didn't think you'd get hurt, and now you're hurt, and I'm scared.
It's okay, May. I'm fine. Really.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Peter, what is she talking about? How exactly did you get that black eye? The Fisk building, last night.
Well. Looks like somebody's home for the night. We'll give the guards time to finish checking the rooms and take up their post outside. Then we'll go in. You ready?
I guess.
What do you mean, I guess? This is the guy behind the guy. We get to him to get to them.
Sure, but mystery boxes and men in shadows aside, I've never broken into anyone's house before. Or broken a law. Any law.
It's a necessary evil, Peter.
Hey, don't use my name while we're in costume. Why wear a mask if you're going to do that?
Use a code name or something. But we don't have code names. You do. You're the Green Goblin. That's what everyone's calling you. Who? Reporters, civilians, the internet? Them. Well, they don't get to pick my code name. I pick my code name. Okay, so what's your code name? I kinda like Green Goblin. Have you really never broken a law? Nope. Well, I won't tell anyone if you don't. Let's go. Oh, great, and that's destruction of property. Ah, company. What a surprise. Can't you see how surprised I am? Something you might want to keep in mind for the future. Manhattan is mine, and every camera in a 3-block radius feeds into this building. So I'm aware that you two have been watching for days. I was beginning to wonder when you were going to invite yourselves in. I was beginning to think I was going to have to do it myself. See, we were expected. And now that you're here, what do you want? I know that you answer to someone, that all this goes much deeper than it appears, and we're here to find that out. And how'd you learn something like that? Your assassin told me. What? You pulled it out of him. That and a little more. Well, he wasn't really my guy. I guess the lesson there is if you want something done.
Wait a second. Something's wrong.
Do it yourself.
It's a trap!
Ugh!
Look out! What's wrong with you? Without his armor, that probably would have killed him.
That is the idea! Ugh! Playing for keeps is a dangerous game, Mr. Fisk. There's still time for you to reconsider. That normally would have hurt something fierce, but I've recently had some work done, undergone some self-improvement. Here, let me show you.
Oh, God!
God, don't you understand the world you live in? There's no one listening, no one to save you. You're all alone, and it's all over.
Alone? I don't get it. I'm wearing a bright red and blue suit. How do you... You forget I'm here in the room. It kind of hurts my feelings.
Fair enough. As for the hurt feelings, that's where the pain starts, not where it ends. You've got my attention now.
Little help. Hold on. On your feet. We're getting out of here.
And that, now, is the story of how your dad got his butt kicked.
Okay, but hold on. You broke into someone's house and tried to beat him up?
Yeah.
Isn't that against the law, Dad?
Yes, exactly. That's what I've been saying. But just to be clear, he's a very bad man doing very bad things. And sure, I'll admit there might also be some professional grievances at play. But someone has to stop him. And, that's kind of what I do now.
Dad, are you gonna have to fight him again?
Well, we can't just let him go on doing bad things to good people, right?
Right, but are you safe? Peter, are we safe?
Yes, I believe so. No one knows who isn't a friend. I plan to keep it that way. And speaking of, this has to be a family secret, so you guys can't tell anyone else, ever, okay?
Okay. Don't look at me. I didn't tell anyone for like 4 whole months. You've known for that long? How come I didn't know? What he means is, how come we didn't know?
I couldn't find the right time, or the right words, and I wasn't sure that... I'm sorry. I should have, especially after May found out.
It's okay, Dad.
All right, off to bed with the two of you. Your mother and I need to talk for a bit.
Okay, good night, Super Dad.
You know, I have more questions. Like, a lot more. Of course you do. But let's hold on to those until tomorrow. Deal? Sure. Dad? Yeah? Please be careful. So, I'm afraid to ask, but how mad are you?
Peter, I'm not mad. A lot of confusing stuff is suddenly making sense, but I'm not mad. I do wish you would have told me sooner, but hearing you tell us what happened, scary as it was, I'm mostly proud. Call it 30% scared, 40% impressed. There may be other numbers for other things.
Ah, you want to see the suit, don't you?
Oh, yes, I most certainly do.
What do you think?
I think this definitely works, Mr. Parker. So you're faster, stronger?
Yes, ma'am.
And all that from a little spider?
Uh-huh.
Well, I can't wait to see you in action. So, what am I supposed to call you when you're in costume?
Actually, that came up recently, and I have no idea.
Well, you really do need a code name.
I suppose I could ask the professional.
I have to warn you, I'm expensive. I charge a lot, and by the hour.
Then I'll have to pay, because I'm a desperate man, MJ. I need your help, and I need a code name. Any ideas?
Oh, Peter, isn't it obvious? You're Spider-Man.